Crack a bottle, let your body wobble. Power of the Ring is terrible. Right, this is going to contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, then don't watch this video. I'm only going to get one view anyway, and it's going to be me rewatching it to see if it's good enough, which my standards is terrible. Straight into it. Adar, death scene, terrible. It's just Julius Caesar. They're just like, people are going to see that and go, oh, that's Julius Caesar. Wow, that's amazing. No. The whole thing, the orcs, now, I don't know Tolkien's writing. I don't know everything about it, okay? I'm not a gigantic fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm a fan. I think it's one of the best trilogies to ever be made. Godfather might be better, but the third one absolutely destroyed the whole trilogy. Best thing ever. Should have just left it as a 2 movie or third movie. Not being made in the 90s, I think it was. Maybe keep it 80s, early, you know. But the whole thing, the orcs. Sure, we can't go to war. I've got family. What is that? They're making out that Adar was this good guy, like he was Thanos, but they failed with it. Adar, that's what he is. He's just that. Like, he's apparently, I googled him, and he's the second most powerful evil thing, just behind Sauron, and he dies like that. But maybe his weakness is his children. The writers definitely wouldn't have thought that. No, maybe they would. But it's to show that, oh, they're getting changed because Sauron's taken over, now they're evil, and actually they did have a personality, and the orcs aren't actually the bad people, they're actually just brainwashed. I thought the whole point of Mordor is that they hated humans, they hated elves, they hated dwarves. The whole point of that was that case. Why would Adar go back to Mordor and never come back out? That doesn't make sense. Tom Cruise. No, it's a joke. For legal reasons, that is a joke that the creators of South Park put in my head. Is the South Park creators' fault. But also, it's not the South Park's creators' fault. It's my interpretation. It's my fault. It's my opinion. P. Diddy's just getting me mixed up. I don't know. I'm trying to get out of legal ramifications there. However, they've also copied, and I haven't seen it because I've stopped at an hour. I've got like 13 minutes left. They also copied Game of Thrones, I think, with Hodor. Hodor only says Hodor because of Hold the Door. It was like 7 or 8 series where they built it up, or whenever Hodor came in, and then also said that Hodor, right? It's Hold the Door. Everyone's like, oh my god, that's amazing. They're now calling Gandalf Grand Elf. This is before he's Gandalf. He's obviously going to go, Gandalf. And if that's not the case, then they've missed the spot. But if they have done that, it's bloody terrible. Very predictable. If they haven't done it, then that's dumb. So how the hell have you got Gandalf the White? Because he's a wizard that's essentially homeless. Now, I can't take Power of the Ring seriously because I've got in my head that the good people are just people on crack, and they take crack, and then that's what they see. That's why they're fighting everyone and growling at everyone, because they're all orcs walking around them. And now I can't get out of my head that it's just a person on crack just doing that. And then when they're not on crack, it's I don't know what they're not on crack, but it's pretty funny. I can't take it seriously now. In my monotone voice, you can tell I'm just very tired. I've been working since 5, 13-hour shifts. Oh. Bad. And then I get home and I watch this shit. Oh, what the hell? And it's a company that's worth billions. It's one of the most like profitable companies, or the business worth is one of the most in the world. And Amazon, Jeff Bezos. I pay for Prime. The whole point of Prime is free delivery and to watch TV and movies without ads. Now, you never said that, but it's been like that for ages. Why the hell have I got 2 ads that are like 1.5 minutes long each time on my TV shows and movies? How much did you pay for the Power of the Ring to run adverts? Because if you've paid even more than about Tree Fitty, then you've wasted your money. If you gave me that money, I would do way worse because I'm not experiencing it, but I'll give it a go. This is just terrible. It's terrible, and there's two like parts that I just have to skip when they come up. I don't skip. I kind of grit my teeth and go through it. I don't know the king dwarf. If you don't know, now get to know the dad died. I think his name's Durin. I'm going to call the now king Durin, the ginger guy. His wife cannot act for her life. It's terrible. She's terrible at acting. It's so bad. And Doran, no. Doran, no. You cannot go. And then her singing, and it's like when they had like two other dwarfs next to her and they started singing and they're like, oh my god, that's so powerful. Now, I don't know if Tolkien wrote that, but that is just why. If he's wrote that, then that's terrible. If it's added in, it's terrible. What? I don't understand, like, why did you need to add that in? What, to make her strong? Is this a thing? We need to make them equal level fields? Because the perfect example is to make a strong woman is Guardiola, Pep Guardiola, go, Messi. Whatever her name is, the blonde elf. She's like one of the most powerful elves, I think, in this lore. You don't need to make another female randomly powerful. Now, I don't know if Tolkien wrote that, and I'm going to stop saying if Tolkien wrote that to try and save my back, because no one's going to be watching this anyway. But, holy Jeebus, it's terrible. I don't understand it. It's terrible. She's terrible at acting. It's not even the fact that it's just a female dwarf that's on camera playing a part character. I couldn't care. It's her acting is abysmal. It's really annoying. It seems like they just picked her for a certain characteristic to put her in there because Amazon have a quota to meet. I think. Please do not sue me, Jeff Bezos. You have so much more money than me. It's unreal. Don't think you have anything to do with Amazon. This is just my opinion. Please don't sue me. Please, please, please. The next part is with the halflings. Whatever those... There's a trend here. It's always women. The two halflings. I don't think they can act either. And before anyone says, oh, you're just talking about women, if Orlando Bloom was in this, I wouldn't watch this. Orlando Bloom cannot act. I tried watching The Pirates of the Caribbean a few months ago, and I had to stop it because Orlando Bloom is terrible at acting. He is so bad. It's unreal. Even in Lord of the Rings, Legolas, he is terrible. Yes, Gimli, I've killed 4. That counts as 2. Terrible. Orlando Bloom's terrible. So if he was in this, he'll be getting smoked, but he's not. Everyone else is good acting, but it's just, I see those two halflings. I think what it is, they're just annoying. I found Frodo and Sam annoying, so it might just be a Hobbit thing. But we're halflings, you nimwit. I don't know. I'd rather them just not be there. I don't know what they have to the storyline. Potentially, Gandalf becomes fond of like halflings and hobbits, and that's why he's picked Frodo potentially. And he's had like a kind heart towards Frodo because of these halflings. I'm not too sure, but holy crap, it's like Flight. If you know who he is, that guy. Every single time he watches a Mr. Beast video and does this. That's me with the female dwarf, the queen, and these two halflings. And then when I see an advert. And then also really terrible writing, which is most of it. It's also the fact is, they're like, take their leaders. Why is it that that elf, the arch elf, the, I don't know his name, the black elf. Why is he still alive? He isn't a leader. Why is he still alive? He's not a leader. He's just a random elf from a different city. He has nothing to do with leadership there. He literally survived another city and just ran off. What does he have to do with this? Why is he still like, it's just, how do they know that he was a leader? It doesn't make sense. He's not part of that family, I don't think. I can't remember the first series. It was terrible. I want to forget about that first series, so I have. But this is awful. It's awful. Balrog was in it, and then he dipped. I don't know. This is dreadful. It's almost as messy as my room. This writing, almost. Nearly. Kinda. Probably not. My room's messier. But it's not actually. It's just I have a blanket down. I'm coping really hard here. But I don't know. What the hell's this? What the hell? Oh, right. There's a random ring that I thought would look good at me, but I look like a fat Italian that thinks he's part of the mob because he eats pizza. Yeah. It's just a terrible show. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's not even average. It's below average, but not the worst. If this was just a random TV show that was just about a different fantasy, it'd be like, oh, okay, they spent a little bit of money doing costumes, etc. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not the best, but it's pretty good. It'll be above average, I reckon. But because it has Lord of the Rings tied to it, there's a lot of pressure, and Star Wars fans would know this. There's a lot of pressure to make good stuff from the originals, and it's just fell flat. Unlike my stomach, that's round. Right, okay. I don't know. It's not going to get better. I want to see more orcs. I want to see more if Sauron goes and takes these orcs back to Mordor and gathers the army. I want to see more of those orcs. I want to see the build up of the orcs and stuff like that. It's kind of what I didn't like about Lord of the Rings was I wanted to see more orcs. The same here. I thought with Adar that there's going to be more stuff about the orcs. Instead, I've got a bloody orcs that want to have families and not go to war. Why make them like... They hate humans. They don't want anything to do with humans, elves, dwarves. They want to kill them all. When did it become a thing that orcs want to live in harmony and peace with those and just live in Mordor? I thought the whole point of them is that they've always hated humans. They've always hated elves. Why have all of a sudden, like, we don't want war. Please, Adar, I have a family. I have a baby and a wife. Please, no. I know the point is, I don't know if I said this at the beginning. The point is the fact that they obviously want to show that with Adar, oh, he's so amazing. His only weakness is children. That's why he died by Julius Caesar style. And they actually have feelings under Adar, and now Sauron's corrupted them, and now they hate humans. What message are you trying to put out here? What message? What is that? If Tolkien wrote that, it's terrible. I don't think he did, but then people said, but later on in his life, he did say that they had some feelings. I don't know. I don't know about that, Chief. I don't like my orcs to be like that. I want my orcs to not have feelings and just kill. I don't watch Power of the Ring to have sympathy towards orcs. I don't care. I want orcs to have a good storyline. I'd watch a series just based more on orcs than elves and humans and dwarves. Because the elves are cringy as shit. The dwarves are just boring. The humans... I had hope for the series, and it's once again falling flat. I keep pausing it because it gets so boring. I skip parts because it's just... I just can't stand... I just can't stand some of the writing in it. And I normally don't have that. But when you have Lord of the Rings and when you have a connection to Lord of the Rings, it has to be good. Otherwise, it's not. And on that note, I'm going to go because I have nothing else to end this, and I've just decided to record this out of words and sentences. I can't think of anything. But yeah, enjoy that. Have that for free.